Hi guys, it's Gilly Hunt here with my A to Z guide to Stampin' Up products, and I'm up to the last of the letters, which is Z, and I'm taking Z for Ziggy. And I make no excuses for being personal with this one. Why Ziggy? Well, because this is Ziggy, and she's my lovely new puppy. Well, she's not mine at all. I kind of hold on to her as if she is mine. She's actually my daughter and her husband's, but they live quite close, and Luke, my son-in-law, works with my husband at our home. So Ziggy is with us during the day, most days, because she comes to work with him. So I'm loving having her company. So why have I put her in my craft video? Well, Z for Ziggy, and I want to show you the memories and more scrapbooking and album making part of the catalogue. And of course, I'm hoping that Ziggy is going to be very much part of my future memories, and that I shall want to scrapbook using her photographs and photographs of her with the family in future. So Z for Ziggy. And here we go. First of all, I'm going to just whiz through the catalogue and show you some of the pages to go look for. So when you're going either onto the internet at www.gillyhunt.com, if you put memories and more into the search bar, it will bring up the memories and more items from the catalogue. Or if you want to have your own catalogue, let me know. Email me hi@gillyhunt.com, and I can send you out a catalogue for you to have a good look at. Not out of the UK, I'm afraid. I only deal with UK customers at the moment. I'm not able to deal with other customers. And also, I'm afraid if you are a demonstrator, you should be getting your own catalogue. But anyone else, I'm really happy to send you one out and give you lots of advice. So here we go. This is the section on memories and more, and it is only a 2-page spread, but it is a fabulous selection of things, and I want to show you some of them today. I'm also going to show you that on page 31 of the new current catalogue, the mini catalogue, there is also a set of memories and more cards, and I haven't got this particular set to show you today. I've got a different one, but this is a fabulous Christmas set and well worth you having a look at. And I will show you a similar set which is in the annual catalogue, and you'll see what kind of things they hold. Okay, so look out in the 2 catalogues and online for anything which says memories and more. So let's get started with the memories and more items. So first and foremost, you will want, if you're scrapbooking or keeping memories, to have a simple, lovely little album. And this is the album that's in the current catalogue. Actually, this is last year's, because I actually haven't got one of this year's. This year's has a slightly black, it has a black section here, so that you can pick it out as this year's copy. This one's plain, but it's almost identical in every other feature. So it has a ring binder, and onto that ring binder you can then put these sleeves. And these sleeves or inserts are available to be bought in the catalogue. So let's show you both of these actually in the catalogue. Oops, lost my page. Here we go. So here you are. You've got your basic black album, and it's the same as the one I've shown you, except that it has this black section at the front. And the variety pack of photo pockets. And I'll just show you a selection of those pockets and how I've filled them, which I've just pulled out of lots of other different albums that I've made. So there's your basics. You'll need to buy some inserts to put into your album, and this is what they will look like when they're filled up. So for example, here is a single one. This is all in one big single sheet pocket. Okay, I'll just put them slightly sideways on so that it doesn't shine, hopefully, for you under the glass. And this was in my, guess what, my honeymoon. I updated our honeymoon pictures a while back because they were starting to look a bit dated and ancient and a bit sort of crinkled around the edges. So I've now upped my game and put them into a nice album, and I've decorated the pages. So these are little cards with sayings on, which I will show you the memories and more packs in a moment. So scatter kindness like confetti, and it's got confetti all over the bottom of the car. It did take us a long time to get rid of it. Okay, so that's a single sheet, and the nice thing with a single sheet is it also allows you to do something like a little bit of scrapbooking. This is very simple scrapbooking, I know, but this was the hotel we stayed in. And there's the address of the hotel, some lovely hearts, of course, because we were very in love then, and we still are. And pictures of the hotel and the valley in which that hotel is. So, then the second thing, again, I took this one out of our honeymoon one. Oops, here we go. Just half and half pictures. So this takes the ordinary, sort of our normal kind of photo snaps, I suppose. And I've also taken a few little clippings. So it says, I love you. There you are. And look, there's me being all romantic. Whew. And in a skirt. What a jeans. What an amazing, not in jeans. How amazing. This is rare, I have to say. Please look at this. This is so rare. Okay. And that's the two half and half. Here's another half and half. This is my daughter, my husband. Oh dear, I am going to have to struggle with them being at an angle. And here's half at the top and 2/4. So there we go. And that makes a really nice double spread. Because of course, when you're putting things into the album, you do have to think about spreading things across 2 pages. And here we are, windswept and wonderful, lunch on the pontoon at the Pandora Inn. This is when my daughter lived down in Cornwall, and we used to visit quite frequently down there. And it was often beautifully sunny and this lovely, gorgeous blue skies, but very windy. So there you go. Always giggling. So that's a page from there. Here's another page. This one I pulled out because I thought it's nice to show you. This is the opposite way round, so that the larger pieces at the bottom and the 2 smaller ones at the top. And also a page that I think is interesting to look back on. Sometimes we put all these pretty pictures of us all smiling and going, yay, having a nice time. But I think it's really good fun if you're journaling and you're scrapbooking to also add things that happen to you in life that might be interesting in, let's say, 10 years' time. So here I have a picture of my husband working in his office at home. And again, that might be interesting because people may not work in offices at home, or they may work in a different way in the future. I've also put a little message here which says, phew, saved a few pence because I bought some stamps because they were changing the value of the stamps. So again, I've added some stamps, some samples, and what we were changing the value to. And here's the new business cards which we were creating for 2017-18, and that was on February the 25th that we did all this. So I quite like, and as I say, I pulled this out of a journal I made, and sometimes it's really nice to have journals which include the boring ordinary, but which in 10 years' time become interesting, because we may not ever have business cards in future. We may have a different way of doing it. We're already starting to Instagram and post and do things which in my early years were absolutely never done. So the first time you do something new, do journal about it, because it's an interesting part of your history. Okay, what about the last one I'm going to show you is the 4/4. Okay, so these are the 4 pockets together. And here she is again, because Ziggy, as I say, is kind of my favourite lady at the moment. I'm sorry to all the other ladies in my life, but she really is a cutie. And so here she is lying across. Now, although I've done them in quarters, I've split this picture of her down the middle. And the amazing thing is that when you're using the 4/4, it doesn't matter that you split her in half, because actually your eyes put that picture together. Your eyes see it as one big picture. They don't sort of really recognise that there's a gap in the middle. So that's quite an easy thing to do. And here again I've used a card from the Memories and More pack, and it says, Ziggy likes it hot, never happier than sunbathing on the lawn or snuggled under a fluffy blanket. So there we go. These are some simple pages from my various albums. So before you start doing your albums, what I'm going to suggest you get hold of then is a folder, which I've showed you, a selection of those inserts, so that a pack of those so that you can put your photos in easily. And then I'm going to suggest that you choose yourself a pack of Memory and More cards. And these are them. This is how they come, just wrapped up like this. And there are several to choose from in the catalogues. This is one of them. This one is called, and I can never remember, something like Good World. Oh no, it's a World of Good. Well, I wasn't far off. Okay, and they come in half sizes. And they're all double-sided, so you get, let's just do a quick flick through. You get maps and explore more, and you get telescopes, theodolites, be the change you wish to see in the world, travel and play, what a wonderful world, and so on and so on. I'm not going to read them all. I'm just going to flick through them quickly and you can have a look. Dream big, yay. Lots and lots, and there's lots more. There really are lots more. Some really lovely bits and pieces, all of which you can use, and one of which was this one. Today was a great day. That's the one I used for Ziggy, and that came from this pack too. Okay, and then you also get some bigger cards. And again, I'm just going to flick through them. They are fabulous. I think the world of you. Life is an adventure. Whoops, upside down, but life is an adventure. Work, travel, play, repeat. Let's just take those out for a second. I'll show you those in a moment. And more and more. And some with spare spaces so that you can write on it and journal. Of course, you can always journal on these by adding a piece across and journaling on top. Because they're not set in stone. All of these are double-sided. Aren't they fabulous? They're such lovely colours, I think, these. The world is yours. And I have so many travel photos and pictures that I really need to journal. So here we go. That's what you get. You also get, look at this, look at this, look at this. Lots and lots of little tiny stickers. These just peel off, they're sticky back. So you've got stars and compasses and little globes. You've got little tiny pieces as if they were little gold photo corners. Discover, dream, little tags so that you can put a tag on it with something on. Lovely feathers and all kinds of images which will go with the whole set. And they're all designed in the same colour range so that they all mix and match beautifully. And on the back of the packet, in tiny little letters, no, it's not on the back of the packet, sorry, I'm wrong. It used to be. They're actually in the catalogue themselves. There are the actual colours, and so you can get yourself a little range of colours, and these are the colours in this particular set. So you can get yourself a range of colours of the card, of the inks, of the embellishments, of the ribbons, all the things that are in the catalogue, because all the colours go together, remember. And you will know that anything with those colours will go beautifully with this pack. So let's just stick a few things alongside it and see. Well, that certainly goes with that colour range, doesn't it? As does that, as does this, and so on. And you'll then find that you have a really wonderful resource to put into your little pockets and your folders. So we could get rid of Ziggy, and we could put in a, here we go, we could put in one of these. We could put in a little globe. We could put this, and if I was popping these into the, there we go. And I've chosen those totally at random. I haven't planned them. I've just been flicking through and going, oh, I fancy that one. Oh, I'll put that one in. And I could have done that with many of them, and they will all go because they're tonally balanced to do that, and the colours are balanced to do that too. So that's what you have, these wonderful, wonderful cards, and they can go into your albums, and we could have mixed and matched any of these onto here as well. Look at this, dream, discover, explore. Oh, I think she probably is dreaming. So that's how the Memories and More packs work, and they are designed to go into those pockets and to be the exact size that you need for your pockets. Okay, but once you've got those wonderful cards, those Memories and More cards, there's other things you can do, and you can buy in the catalogue Memories and More card blanks and envelopes, which are specifically designed to be the right size for your cards. So let's just bring a couple of the cards back. Oh, which one shall we have? Okay, so if I pop that onto there, and this is just chosen at random from the pack, let's put the envelope to one side, and if I just take that one that we were just looking at, Dream, Discover and Explore, I could just mount them up and I've suddenly got a really fabulous card. Let's have another go. We could, for example, make it even easier. We don't even need two. Life is an adventure. Beautifully, beautifully sized to fit. There's your card. You could send it just like that. However, you could also add some extra detail to it. You can stamp onto it, you can put some ribbon across it, you can put some embellishments on it, and so on. And here are a couple of cards that I made using a different pack actually, just because I had these already made and I thought, well, it's easy to show you. So this was made using a different pack of cards, the Memory and More cards, and I've cut this one to a different shape even. But all of the parts of these have come from those packs, and all I've done is add a few little embellishments, stamped a happy birthday, and everything goes beautifully together. Okay, so think of these Memories and More cards as great for your scrapbooking, great for your albums, great for your Memories and More, but also a fab way of establishing some really nice backgrounds for your cards. I think if I was a beginner, one of the first things I'd buy is a pack of cards and envelopes from Memories and More, because you can buy these by the pack, and then I'd buy a Memories and More pack. And honestly, you can make some lovely cards. You can cut things out, you can mount things up. I've just put his little flamingo head on the K. And so on. Anyway, I'm sure your brains are all going into overdrive and thinking about these. But I also want to show you something that hopefully you may have already seen on my various videos, because this went out as YouTube video number 11. And it showed you how to change your cards. So this was the card that it started off as in the pack that I got. So this was from a Memories and More pack, and by adding my own, I've just burnished on here with a dauber, I've just sponged dauber across here, some extra blue and some extra golden sand to change up the colour, because I wanted it to mix and match with another card that I was making using my stamp set. so that I had a let's go to the beach and a collect beautiful memories that kind of went together much better. So don't forget that if you do buy these cards, you can always add your own bits of colour. You can add your own extra text details. You can stamp on them. You can post extra bits of embellishments on them and so on. But what you do get is a really great basis to start working with. And I would suggest that if you want to have a go, then the best time to do that is this Christmas, especially if we all get locked down, because look what we have in here, and I'm going to show you. In the mini catalogue, and I'm going to shout you the number, it's 153538. That's your code. And if you put that code into my site, into my red shopping basket, you will get the Wonder of the Seasons Memory and More card pack. And if you then buy yourself an album, and you buy yourself a mixed pack of these lovely inserts that we were talking about earlier, then you will be able to actually record your family's Christmas. And the lovely thing with these Christmas packs is they have sets of golden numbers. So you can number each day, and you can actually put a little note for each day. You can almost do it like an advent calendar countdown for Christmas. What do you do each day? And it's a great thing in 10-15 years time to get out and show your family and say, oh, do you remember what we used to do? This is where we used to do. This is where this tradition started. You know, we always go to grandma's and do X and Y. Well, that's why. So this is a great Memories and More card pack. I would suggest buying something like that. But before I go, I have to say a big thank you to everybody that has watched my A to Z. And look out for this little girl appearing maybe on my blog occasionally, and maybe on my cards occasionally, because she's now the newest member of my family, and you will see little Ziggy turning up. So Z was for Ziggy. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.